Formal Fitness, everybody. I am your host, Jim Danby, and we are going back to the tubes. Alright, for the last elevation, we want something high up. I have a strong water pipe that's attached to the wall here. I've just wrapped my tube around. This one may be tricky for some of you guys. You may struggle to find something with enough gravitas to it where you can do a nice pulling exercise to and not have to worry about it coming down. If that's the case, you can always revert to some of the upper exercises I showed you in the last tubes video, grabbing the tubes and doing a little downward action here, coming from behind, we're coming to the chest. We're just going straight back on a nice 2 count, back for 2, out for 2, back for 2, out for 2, looking for those 12 to 15 reps. Make sure we're maintaining the intensity of the muscle all the way through the entire exercise. And one more for good measure. Nice. Okay, couple second breather, and we're going into double time. Back and pulse. Press those shoulder blades together. Really get a nice extension in those upper back muscles. We're also getting a nice little stretch there in the chest and shoulders. Again, double time, double the repetitions. If you start to get fatigued, remember to breathe deeply. Breathe through that fatigue. Do not slow down. And one more for good measure. Nice. This time we are forward. We are starting up and we are pulling down. That's going to get a nice, just full extension through these upper arm muscles. And again, you may need to lean forward a little bit. I'm going to give myself a nice little bend in the knee. And I'm going to come down into a little bit of a squat, almost like I'm sitting. And I'm just going to press downward. Get a nice full extension of those upper arm muscles. Again, we're just getting a nice 2 count. Again, looking for those 12 to 15 reps. And one more for good measure. Nice. Okay, double time. We're going to come down and we're going to pulse. Pulse. Getting a nice fatigue going in those upper muscles, those triceps, the forearms a little bit. Again, double time, double the repetitions. Make sure we're breathing deeply, breathe through that fatigue. And one more for good measure. Nice. Alright, now we're going to get the chest forward. So we're going to come down, we're going to go out for 2 and back for 2. It's going to be a nice 2 count. Make sure we're getting a full extension of that muscle as we come all the way down and back. Squeeze those let those shoulder blades squeeze together. Keep those palms nice and open and loose. Maintain intensity of those muscles through the full extension of the exercise. Again, we're looking for those 12 to 15 reps. And one more for good measure. Good. Okay. Now this time we're going to come all the way out and release on 3. So 1, slowly release back on 3, let those shoulders come all the way back. Keep a nice extension in those muscles through the entire exercise. Palms are open, nice and loose. Looking for those 12 to 15 reps. And one more for good measure. Nice. All right, bicep time. And we're starting a little higher here because we're coming back, and we want to come back, we want to stretch and try to touch those shoulders. You probably won't be able to, but try and get as close as you can so you're getting a full extension of that bicep muscle. And we're just coming back on a nice 2 count. Also helps to have a nice little bend in the knee and kind of just lean back a little bit to alleviate pressure on that lower back muscle. It's easy to strain that when you're doing upper body lifting, so you always want to be mindful of that. So biceps, we're just going to come back on a nice 2 count, back for 2, out for 2. And again, if you need to step back for a little more resistance, feel free to do so. You want a resistance that's comfortable for you. You don't need to precisely match what I'm doing. You want to make sure you're comfortable with what you're doing. You just want to follow my form. So make sure that we're getting a full extension of the muscle. And again, we're looking for those 12 to 15 reps. And one more for good measure. Nice. All right. All right. Biceps this time on a 3 count. So we're going to come back for 3 and we're going to release on 1. So it's a nice slow movement back, 2, 3, and out. 1, 2, 3, and out. Again, if you need to adjust your stance to get a different resistance from the tubes, feel free to do so. Also remember to have that slight bend in the knee and just bend back slightly so we're not overextending those lower back muscles. Make sure we're maintaining a full extension of those muscles through the entire exercise. Again, going for those 12 to 15 reps. And one more for good measure. Nice. So, that is the tubes. Just like with any upper body workout or any intense workout, we always want to take time at the end to stretch. So we're going to do a few upper body stretching to make sure we don't wake up the next day with that level of fatigue where you can't move. You want some fatigue, that's the muscle repairing itself, but you don't want to be fatigued to the point where you are not able to work those arms at all the next day. So we're going to start here with a nice extension here. Bring the other arm up on the back side of the elbow and pull that arm toward the opposite shoulder. Nice 15 to 20 second hold. And other side. Again, 15 to 20 second hold. Triceps, we're going to come back, palms down, and we're just going to come back and press back. Press those arms as high up as you can. Again, 15 to 20 seconds. And turn those palms over, press again, getting a nice full extension in all those upper back muscles and triceps. Bring those palms together, push downward, push and bring that chest toward the ceiling. Now chest, just come back, palms extended, give a nice little twist, nice and slow movement, come all the way back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, nice deep breath, hold that in, and release. Bring those palms forward, press, out, press hard, lean back a little bit, Push that lower back and those glutes outward. Push forward. Nice deep breath. And release. And one last deep breath. And let it all out. And we are finished. Remember, within the first 30 minutes of this workout, get something in you. Feed yourself so you don't feed on yourself. Until next time, this is Jen Dandy signing off.